Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reviews for You. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Isaac. We're here to inform you about energy drinks.
Let's get started. Today, we are reviewing Monster Energy Juice, the Khaos flavor. Now, in the juice line, there are a few flavors. There is Ripper, there is Khaos. I think Pipeline Punch is a juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I actually think those are the only three current juices. There was a mixed MIXXD
And M80.
and M80. It's hard to find M80 anymore, and I've never seen mixed except for the one time I did see it. So,
Right. And I think this is the first drink we've reviewed where you and I have tried it tons and tons of times.
Yeah.
It's been around for a long time.
I like this can. It has subtle designs in it, also in orange, so it's hard to see. It's textured, also like the Ripper can is textured but yellow. Now, a lot of people don't know Monster Energy, when they first came out, they had an original like 5 or 6 flavors, and this was one of the original ones. Then they pulled it from the shelves. It was gone for a really long time, and then they came back in this new can with the same flavor. So I'm happy with that.
Yep. We've got 154 milligrams of caffeine per can.
Standard.
We've got 30% juice.
Oh.
I think, out of all the juice monsters, this one has the most out of the current flavors that are still in existence. Quickly read us off the nutrition facts if you don't mind, John.
Okay, 2 servings per container. Let's see, we got 18 sugars, which is not a lot. That's 37 in a can, and we have tried drinks where there's 60 plus in a can. There's a total of 40 carbs,
So this is
160
less
calories.
bad for you.
Actually, a lot less sodium than a lot of other drinks. In a can, there's only 40 milligrams of sodium, which is really low.
Yeah.
We got a lot of vitamins. You didn't read the vitamins, right? We got 80% vitamin A, then vitamins B2, B3, B6, and B12. We have 2 days worth. So that's good. I'm going to open this, and we can...
dive right into a drink that we've liked for a while.
Yeah.
Not to give too much away, we'll approach it with new eyes. Promise.
Orange.
Orange.
It's orange, so that makes sense.
Definitely tastes very orange. I smell hints of
orange.
Hints of a few other flavors in there.
Yeah.
It's not just orange, there's orange juice. Look at the ingredients list here. Apple juice, peach juice, pineapple juice, tangerine juice, white grape juice.
Huh.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
I haven't had this flavor in a while, but back a year or two ago, I would drink it all the time. So let's see how my taste buds have grown over the last 2 years. Probably not at all.
Fill in our viewers.
Still refreshing.
Good.
There's some ever so slight hints of the original flavor of Monster, but primarily it just tastes like a carbonated, not too sugary, but still sugary juice drink. I don't know that there's much else that tastes like this out there, really.
No, and it's not a straight orange either. It's a good blend of a lot of different juices, as the back so says. But the flavor also is not primarily orange. It's a good blend of those different juices.
You can taste the apple, you can taste the tangerine, you can taste the white grape. The white grape is more prominent than I remember.
Yeah, I can taste it. So
right. The pineapple juice is far more subtle.
Yep. I really like it's. I don't think anyone else has really done this type of orange juice, per se. A lot of people either go straight orange or they dip off into mango or tangerine or passion fruit. But this one is really its own rendition of all of those. Plus, the having juice in it adds a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You would be surprised at how much having actual juice in it actually adds to the flavor of
It's
it.
not just natural flavors like most drinks have. This is real juice. That's why it's called Juice Monster. This also has the most juice of any. I think I already mentioned this. The most juice of any Juice Monster flavor out there, other than M80, which was discontinued.
Yeah,
which is very sad.
It is very sad.
M80 was really good.
It was. Also, the carbonation is not overpowering.
No, I think it has just the right amount. It's not lightly carbonated. It's not heavily carbonated. There's some other drinks that have come in the middle, but I don't know that any drink necessarily carbonates better than this one.
Yeah. It also leaves a really nice, smooth aftertaste to it. It's nothing
yeah.
harsh, and it's nothing. Sometimes the foretaste is amazing and the aftertaste is gross, but this one, it's a nice, smooth aftertaste.
It seriously leaves your mouth feeling like you've just drank a lot of fruit juice.
Yeah,
Not straight orange juice,
and not sugary juice.
right?
Just
Although there's sugar in it.
right.
Oh man, though that's just like I I have heard. I was listening to a podcast called the Gut Check Podcast, and they reviewed this drink.
Okay.
And they compared it to day old orange soda, which I
Okay.
think is a little unfair.
I think that's a bit harsh.
However, I could see how somebody would think that.
I don't know though. It's orange soda tastes completely different because it's water with syrup mixed in. This is not that. I like it. Like I would drink this over Fanta any day.
In their defense, it was like warm.
Oh,
He'd left it out in the
you
Tennessee
have to
heat
have
all day.
it chilled. That's like a rule.
You do have to have it chilled.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Because again, it's such a refreshing drink.
Right.
Hmm.
I think out of 10, I'm gonna give this one a 7 because it's a good drink. I like it. It's not like a wow or like a smash in the face kind of thing, which I enjoy those. Some people don't, so they
Smashes in the face.
yeah,
Metaphorical smashes in the face.
right. If you enjoy metaphorical smashes in the face, this is not that, so you might give it a lower rating. But I like it because it's a nice, smooth, refreshing flavor.
I completely agree. I'm gonna give it. You said 7. I'm gonna give it just below that, like probably 6.5 sounds too negative though.
Yeah.
7, I think, is probably pretty good. The only negative thing I can say about it, as far as personal subjective taste, I've gotten sick of it before.
Okay.
Because there have been times when I drank like 2 or 3 cans within only a few days, and it was like I really, I could have skipped that last can.
Yeah.
It's not something that it's something that you would buy regularly, but it isn't something that you would drink all the time.
It's not unlimitedly good. Like,
True.
Like you couldn't spend a month on an island with this and still be satisfied with it.
Yeah, the flavor gets old after. But then again, if it takes 2 whole cans to get sick of the flavor.
Also, I think we could safely say with almost any drink, you'd get sick of it after a month on an island.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Other than water.
Yeah,
But you see, what other negatives are there to it? I don't think the day old orange soda thing is founded in reality.
if you really don't like orange juice, even though it's not just primarily orange juice, but if you really don't like orange juice, you might not like this.
True.
If
True.
you don't like that type of fruit, like the orange juice, the mango, the tangerine,
The pineapple.
pineapple, if you don't like that subgrouping of like fruits in drinks, you probably won't like this at all.
That's true. Yeah, and I think that's the only warnings that we would have to give. Is that if you dislike those fruits, you won't like this drink.
Yeah.
But I think for everyone else, they'll like it. You know,
Yeah.
there is a slight. I mentioned this already. There is a slight hint of the original flavor of Monster in there somewhere.
It's in the background.
But
It's
it's-
kind of
but
sitting
it's-
in the shadows, but it's there somewhere.
It's not an aftertaste. It's just sort of a very much background player. But it isn't anywhere near enough to turn off a non-energy drinker.
If you hate the original Monster, you still may very well
you
like
probably will still like this.
this. Yeah.
Honestly, and I think that's another thing that sets it apart from the day old orange soda argument. You know,
Yeah, I think so.
all due respect to the guys at Gut Check, one of my favorite podcasts out there, but still, it's just, yeah, I don't know that I really can say very many negative things about this drink.
I like it.
I would agree. You can decide for yourself, but I think of a good argument and post in the comments, but I can't think of very many reasons to not like this drink.
Yeah.
So probably a 7 out of 10 for me.
Sounds good. 7s all around.
It gets down to a 6.5 after I've had, a lot of it.
Yeah, okay. That's
But I'm defining a lot as 2 cans or more. So, yeah. Anyway, though, thank you for watching. I think that's about all we've got to say about this. Pretty good drink.
Thank you, and check out some of our other videos. There's plenty of them.
There are.
Yeah.